2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have my mate Rich Beam beside me. And Rich, as this next player begins their round, what do you think of their chances here today?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I gotta say though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Oh, I can't wait. Salivating to see how today's play goes. Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Going with the 7.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Oh, good shot that. Right inside the range. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
Not a bad line, this. Oh, what a start. This is impressive.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
And now that finds him in first place. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Well, they should be high on confidence stepping onto the tee now after that eagle at the last.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Lining up from around 160 yards.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. This putt was about 8 feet.
These are on rails, looking good.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
Luke, coming off a birdie at the last hole, this player finally is making something happen. Looking forward to the next hole, but danger lurks if they're not careful.
You like that, didn't you? Second shot here on the third. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here. Come on, don't be shy.
That's a good putt to make. You'll take that.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
He sits in first position And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And we've arrived at a par 3.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This has eyes for the hole. That was a gallant attempt. And that should secure the par on this one. Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is their look at birdie.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Here we are at the 6th hole.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
This is from miles away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, just missed. Oh, that's too bad. A par putt on the table. They're nicely holed. An extraordinary performance. This player is now 12 strokes in front of the field. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Not your best effort, still a mid-range putt coming up. 7 feet to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
On a nice line.
Oh, I love a player with big heart. You've showed plenty there.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. This hole is a par 4.
Could not be more perfect.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's disappointing.
A bit short with that effort.
That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Should find the green. That was special. It's just about 3 feet away. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Yes, but if they start thinking about it, that's where the danger happens. They have to keep their head down and keep playing on the front foot if they want to see this thing home.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. Here's a chance to get up and down from the greenside bunker.
Obviously dialed in there, but not an easy shot. Super stuff.
Putting for birdie here.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Leading by a phenomenal 12 strokes after that one. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going forward in 2 and get rewarded for it.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. A great opportunity here. This for eagle.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
He seems to have zero regard for the fact that he's playing against a multiple major champion here. Just firing off approach shots like that. Wow.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Looking good. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And tidy looking shot, that one. Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. Three feet to go here to the hole. Yes, they've made it. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Oh, good look at a birdie here. Nice stroke. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And now that finds him in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Time to face a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Atta boy, good shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here.
It's tracking. Oh, so close. And this one is for his par. Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
Well, that'll play. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
We've arrived at a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
That's nicely done. Setting up miles from the hole. Oh, I like the look of this. That's disappointing. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Was on a good line. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. This one's looking good. Unfortunately, that'll be a 3-putt par there. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Lovely effort, that. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
It has been fantastic.
Well, this is a week that's going to sit in the memory bank for life. A champion at the Riv. You've just won the Genesis Invitational.
Winning on such an iconic golf course will not be lost on this player. What a performance.
Now, Reg, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.